Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot, and today I have an exciting new video for you guys. Today we'll be going deep into like my brief I prepare for like UGC and content creators and stuff like that. I'm gonna show you guys like an old one that I used to use, like my very first one ever, and then one that I recently used for a particular project. So I want to go ahead and dive into this and help you guys share some insight and a few like key things I found. I work with Incense and I work with Billo, both two amazing platforms, and both have their pros and advantages and stuff like that. But long story short, I use these two particular briefs. I want to go ahead and show them to you. So that being said, make sure to hit the like button and hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's dive into the video. So preparing brief for UGC. Again, this could be for Billo. Billo is a really good platform. I personally prefer Incense. It is a little bit more costly, but it provides a lot of really good options that Billo doesn't have. And also too, it has a little bit higher quality of models and stuff like that. So that's why I personally use Incense. So you can also leverage this if you're working with a creator, in that sense right there. Like I know some of you guys are paying a creator on a monthly basis to create content for you, which is another really good route I find to works amazing. So anything that you need to send off to a person to film, you can basically use this concept. So first things first, I want to show you guys something. Like this is my very first brief ever when I purchased an ad from Billo. Basically just like needed an ad filmed, and I went to Billo and just sat there and just start typing shit up. Like didn't plan anything, just like start typing all kinds of crap up. And basically this is what it was. So a scene is basically like something that's happening, like what's going on. So scene number one, present the infinity sign by metal address signs. It's a particular product for one of our clients. And then scene two, fun, happy emotions with the infinity sign by metal address signs. So in my mind was like someone unboxing it. Like this, the visual I had for this was that someone was going to box it, show it off, kind of be happy with it, fun. That's it. I don't really know. That's basically what I'm taking away from this brief because I haven't looked at this in so long. Okay. So it's the same thing the creator's going to take away from it. Okay. Now, the things I mentioned is this is the most perfect GIF ever. So mentions is things that we want the creator to talk about. Okay. These are things that basically like, what are the key things? Like I can say whatever I want, but what are the key things you want me to say? So this is the most perfect GIF ever. Personalized still infinity sign. You can add two names of you and your loved one, gift it to a couple. It's made in USA. It can easily be hung up indoors or outdoors. Get yours now by clicking below. So I'm not telling them exactly what to say, like, hey, say these exact words. I'm just saying that you need to mention these specific words. Okay. So you can tell a story as long as it mentions these things. Okay. So you can see right here where like people can get kind of crazy with it. Like there's no clear indication what I visually want from them. Okay. Present the infinity sign by metal address signs. Okay. How the hell do you do that? That's super, super vague. Fun, happy emotions with infinity sign by metal address signs. You want me to like laugh with it, joy with it? Like what the fuck? How do I express that too as well? Like this is crap here. Okay. The mentions, those are pretty cool. I mean, those are like things that we pulled from ad side, but the scene side is shit. Okay, so I want to show you guys one that, and by the way, these particular ads right here, they did okay. Okay, and we're gonna go into the next thing. Okay, what is my new kind of like, I would say kind of optimized brief in that sense right there. Okay, so first thing is key points. This is key things for them to mention essentially, and the only reason why it looks different is because one's Billo, one's Incense. Billo and Incense, there's like, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about the messaging and stuff and this UGC stuff. So you're not going to do a better brief on Incense than Billo. It's just that I had like through my journey, I've become a better marketer, and I've transitioned to Incense. So that's why the Incense one looks better, but it's not because it's Incense, if that makes sense. Okay, so key mentions, reacting to how amazing this gift is. This is the best gift ever anyone could ever receive. It's a perfect for a birthday, anniversary, holiday, or even a wedding gift. So I'm giving them specific things to talk about. Showing off the product to the camera. Again, it's still pretty damn vague and like, you know, like, okay, showing off the product to the camera. Do you want me to put it close to the camera and do like some good B-roll footage of it? Do you want me to put it on a desk and like zoom the camera around? Like, where do you want me to put it at? Like, what's the environment? Things like that. Like, these are things that are kind of like fucks on this as well. Educating people on how it's two names. This can be your name plus partner's name or gifts or someone else. Cool. Telling people about the quality of the product. Okay, quality. Okay, like again, what specifically about the quality? Is it strong? Is it sturdy? Like what specifically about it? Okay. Telling people where they can get it. Make some mistake by getting them this design they'll love. Telling people what you'll do with this product. So I'm also being kind of vague here by giving the creator more freedom of how they want to play with this product. And that's also going to help me out in the essence of basically giving a more organic reaction. That sense right there. Now, scenes. Front facing to the camera, easy, well-lit area. Make sure the product isn't hard to see. Don't wear black. So obviously just give a little bit more thing. But okay, I'm starting to be a little bit more descriptive with it. Front facing to the camera, easy, well-lit area. Make sure your product isn't hard to see. Smile, happy, energetic vibes. B-roll, close-ups of the products. So I'm being a little bit more specific as well. Environments to choose. Here's some of your options. Fall vibes, living room, kitchen, outside house, southern vibes. So I'm giving some vibes to where like they can categorize anything that falls within that. But I'm also giving them specific places too as well. If they can't figure out fall vibes or southern vibes, they can go to, living room, kitchen, outside house. So yeah. So again, this is better, but it's not quite what we want. And I've even further improved this. But this is going to help you a little bit more. So like what went right here was the fact is I was a little bit more descriptive on the scenes. I gave them specific environments to choose from. And in terms of the key points, I still was a little lazy on this side right here, but you want to be specific. Okay. So key points / mentions. What is it specifically you want your creators to mention? They can say whatever they want. What's their mentions? So I might even put hooks. Okay. So hooks, I want them specifically to have these 3 hooks. Okay. So, this is the most perfect gift ever. I can't believe my boyfriend surprised me with this. I can't wait to give this to my friend. Like that might be my 3 hooks. Okay. So I'll put like hooks, boom, those 3. So that way they can film each 3 of those or all 3 of those. And then you can spice up the video to have 3 videos, all with different hooks. Okay. Another thing too is that, again, the key points, this is also a very easy product. So like it might be different for some of you guys, but like showing off the product to the camera. What does that mean in that sense right there? Okay, like what does it mean to show off the product to the camera? Is that, holding the product up in front of me and like smiling and holding it and like, shaking around? Is it taking the camera and putting it closely up to the, the product itself on a table or something like that? Is it putting the product and hanging it up because there's a sign that goes on a wall? Is it hanging it up and then just basically showcasing that? What is showing off the product? So be specific in this case right here. Okay. Educating on how it's 2 names. It's gonna be your name. So I'm basically giving them a kind of like some like key things like they need to look at. Telling people about the quality of product. Again, what specifically do you want me to mention about the quality of the product? Okay. Like, is it literally how it's steel that's hard to bend? It's thin. It looks flimsy, but it's hard to bend. Like, I don't know. Like what about the quality? If you're just saying quality, then it's like what? Now, if I want to get their reaction, I could say react to people about the quality of the product. Okay, so I'm telling people to react about the quality. Where they can get it. So telling people where they can get it. It's another easy one right there. Just where they can get the product. Telling people what you'll do with this product. So basically, I left this up to the creator and just giving them like more options. Because once they've seen the product, they get to play around with it a little bit. Like, what would they do with it? And they hang it on the wall. You may have to be specific. Again, this is where it leaves some creative freedom. And when you give a creator some freedom, so one thing like when you're doing your briefs and everything is you want to be more specific and about what you want these people to do. And this is where it becomes very, very, very difficult because you're going to work with some creators that you can be vague and they'll like be very creative and they'll go do some cool stuff. Like you're going to get your unicorns in that sense right there. And that's what we want. And when you find a unicorn, we actually like to try to bring them in-house by just paying a monthly fee. So we're like, basically on a monthly basis, we'll pay them $1,000 a month, for example, and they'll go create 1 new video a week. Okay. So when you do find your unicorns, when they work well too on the ads manager, try to bring those people on a subscription basis or like a monthly, like a retainer basis. They still work with other people and stuff like that, but just you're paying them a monthly fee to create content for your brand on a monthly or a weekly basis. So that works really well. Another thing to add to briefs that work really well is also to include an example. So I'm not really sure about Billo, but I know for a fact, for instance, I can upload video examples and stuff or like links and stuff like that. And I highly recommend going on the Facebook ads library, finding testimonials or finding UGC that you've seen work really well or just you like, for whatever reason, go ahead, find the one in the Facebook ads library and put those in there. And the reason why is because putting those in there will allow the creator to essentially see what you're like, what you want, and they can help model that with including your brief. So putting that in there will definitely help you out in that perspective and will help you out with more of the, getting a better brief put together. So I hope this kind of helps you guys, give you guys a little bit of leadway, a little bit of direction of what you want. I'm still like refining my perfect UGC brief. So basically the way it works is like my copywriter goes ahead, she writes the brief out, like where basically like everything we want them to say. Then we break those into scenes. Then from those scenes, we break those into, we add some hooks as well inside of there. And then we'll also add like editor notes. So that way we edit the whole thing. We know exactly what we want the creative to look like. So that's just a few things that I want you guys to take in mind when you're doing your brief. But I guess you could say the biggest thing when preparing these briefs is be specific. That's the biggest thing I can help you guys out with. Assume the creator knows nothing. So be specific. If you want B-roll footage of your product, then make sure you specify you want B-roll footage of your product. And then how? Do you want a close-up of it, a few close-ups of the product of it in use? All right, cool, put that down. If you want it like laid out on a table and you want some close-up shots of it, cool, put that down. So that way the creator knows exactly what you're thinking. And sometimes for me, I know at least what helps me a lot is when I go to write a brief, I first just visualize what I want. Okay, and I just visualize it and then I write it all down. Now I have something in writing of what I want. Now I can start breaking that apart into what like the scenes and then also into like the mentions of key things that I want them to talk about. So that also helps a lot for me and just the process of going ahead and setting up that UGC or that brief. Now, so you get that. Last thing too is how you judge performance. So I see a lot of people in the comments are like Billow's trash or Instant's trash. I tried some creators from it, and to be quite frank, it's not the creators, it's your ability to pick the creators, your ability to create the brief, and your product. So between those three, you have to look at that. Okay. Now I'm assuming your product already works well, but then there's two other options. There's your ability to create the brief and then your ability to pick creators. So if you pick a creator, like say for example, when we pick our initial batch of creators, we try to pick 3 widely different creators that fit our persona. So like if we have like 3 or 4 different personas that buy from us, what we like to do is we like to try to choose 3 or 4 different creators that match those that are very different from each other. So that way we can best grab their attention or like best relate to them and stuff like that. So we had, for one particular brand, we had a product and this product is like a mushroom powder and stuff like that. It's about as far as I can go into. And we picked 3 different creators. We picked this one kind of like bougie gym girl, very, pretty, attractive, things like that to do the UGC content with it. We picked a guy who actually an ex-football player, NFL football player. So for American people, football for, I think people outside of America is like soccer or whatever. Long story short, picked him. And then the third person we picked was this younger, like hippie looking girl. Okay. And we ran all 3 of them on the ads manager, and the hippie girl just slaughtered. And I mean, come on, it's a mushroom powder, but we also had professionals taking it for the focus and benefits of it. We also had some girls in there who were very like bougie, sophisticated, stuff like that, who just like the cloud of it and just adding it. It's like a cool trendy thing to add. So we're testing 3 different angles or 3 different personas. Now that we found a persona, we can go deeper in testing a lot of different concepts with that persona, that main creator that worked well, to further expand our ad angles, ad power, and getting more creatives and stuff like that. So just to show you guys more of kind of like a decision process of how we go about using UGC and all that good stuff right there. So and once you start collecting a bunch of it, start tossing in some the mashups and stuff. That works really well. Take variety of different mashups, keep hot points, a variety of different UGC videos, put those in some mashups. Those work really well from a creative perspective on Facebook as well. So, well guys, thank you all so much for watching the video. That is about it. I know you'll probably have a lot more questions around this topic. I'll definitely do a part 2 to this, so drop a comment below. I can go dive a little bit more deeper into it, but I really appreciate you guys for watching the channel and everything. If you're an e-com business or a Legion or even an app install business, doing at least $50,000 per month in revenue, click the link below to book a call with me and my team. Will hop on on a call with you, build a strategy out for you that you can take and run with it, or you have the option to work with us if you choose. Now, if you're doing less than $50,000 per month, stick around because I will have a few new offers coming around with consulting and products. I'm kind of like revamping my consulting offer where I basically just, you pay me hourly and I consult with you in your business and how to improve it. And then my course as well. I'm trying to rebrand all of that just to make it more efficient for you guys to be able to access. Because right now it's really hard for you guys to access the consulting. And right now it's really hard for you guys to even, the course, it's not even out yet. So I need to finish putting that together. So, but definitely some new stuff this year that I'm launching to help you guys out because my whole goal is to help you grow as a marketer and you grow as a marketer and absolutely crush and hit your revenue goals. So thank you guys so much for watching the videos. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.